back here. And then back here, you see your positive and your ground could be anything that is untainted, right? And that's how you jumpstart the car.
You take that off for...
Absolutely, yeah. That's just the cover.
All right.
So.
Now, I noticed there's one of these on the back.
All right, so we're waiting around in the showroom, so let's take another look at the Cybertruck. A second look at it. Just how this bed opens. Pretty solid build. Oops! Oh, I guess it's slow release. I thought it was just gonna fold down by itself. And then I didn't notice this before, but it's a Tesla bot. I've never seen this before, but can you imagine if it had built-in ChatGTP? It'd probably take us over. Okay, here we are walking back to the workshop. This is from the showroom, and they're taking us back to, and so here we are in their, in the shop, looking around. They've got a couple of cars here. I guess this is the demo stuff that they're gonna work on and show us how to do the DIY stuff. So let's take a look around back here. It's normally not open to the public, I don't think. So here we go. There's some kind of tire machine here. Probably they're gonna show us something here, but look at back there. We can't walk back there, but it looks pretty cool back there. It's got a big one on a lift right there.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Tesla Showroom for your DIY event. We're super excited to have everybody here. My name is Eric Cox. I'm a customer experience advisor. We've had really good feedback from the last few events we've had, and we really hope that you enjoy your evening tonight.
12 months or 12,500 miles. If you live in Tahoe, if you live in Utah, or you frequent those areas a lot, you're gonna pick up a lot of salt that they put on the roads. Also, just being in the cold.
All you gotta really do is just push this button down, and just pull them out, and then just put it right back in. You guys want to try it?
It's pretty tough.
This off is gonna be on this, below the glove box.
Right.
And to take them off, we have these clips.
Okay.
And to unclip them, it's gonna look like this. You can have like a pick tool, like a 90-degree pick tool, and then pop them up.
Pop them out. Okay.
And then once you take them off, there's gonna be these connectors.
Okay.
This for the light,
Yeah.
and then this is for the radio speaker.
Okay.
Once you're taking that off, you can pop this off.
Okay.
It's gonna be harder than it seems right now.
Yeah.
Because this one has 9 clips.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
On each one of these. Be careful when taking this off.
Yeah.
They could break easily.
But those are replaceable, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes they fly inside there and
Yeah.
cause battles.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Okay.
And then there's gonna be that cover.
Okay.
So it's a cover. And then there's this one bolt right here that's 6 millimeters.
Okay.
You can take that off and then slide it down. And you can take that
Slide
off.
down. Okay.
And then you can see the filter right
Yeah.
there. You see this tab?
Right.
There's gonna be one on the top too.
Okay.
So just pull that.
Okay.
Pull that one. And then the second one, pull it up.
Okay. Got it.
It's not that hard, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
so
too bad.
basically it's like this. They
Okay.
sit on top of each other.
It doesn't matter which one goes on the bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
Just make sure that this arrow right here is pointing in the back.
Got it.
Back, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Same thing when you're putting it back. Just vice versa. Go. And when you're putting this back, you know the tab, the pull tab.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's folded.
Okay. Oh, it won't fit. That top part.
Yeah,
that top part won't fit.
yeah.
Okay.
Feet back in and screw it down.
Okay. So this is facing the passenger wheel well, right?
Yeah, so this sits in this orientation.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
You just have to take out that one screw.
just the one screw.
Oh, so the screw is really up high though, right?
One, it'll go into the floorboards and rattle.
Yeah.
And we'll happily give you another one, but that won't be your problem.
In here, pop it out. There's two of these attached to the end of that. Right, so you put 12 volts to this, whether jumper cable, or those battery packs, it will open this, just this. It'll pop open that latch. And once you open that latch, it gives you access to this. And then back here, and then back here, you see your positive and your ground could be anything that is unpainted. Right, and that's how you jump start the car.
All right, just got back from a quick test ride of the updated Model 3. It's got a few interesting new features, but otherwise pretty much the same. So we're doing just a quick demo ride, and you can see the big difference is there's no stock. So there's no turning stock. So to turn signals, you use these, and it's a little different. And then you press the P to park, and then you slide up for drive, and then down for reverse. So this is a little different. And then it's got ventilated seats. So we're gonna try that. Oh, there it is. It's on auto already. So let's try the ventilated seats and we'll take it for a quick spin. Just finished out a quick test ride of the new Model 3. It's quite nice. It takes you a while to get used to that lack of turn stocks, but I like the fact that they've got the screen in the back now for the backseat passengers, and those ventilated seats work really nicely. Keeps it nice and cool where it's hot out here, but it's pretty neat. Everything else looks pretty standard, but that screen with the lack of stocks takes a little while to get used to. All right, so just finished up here at the demo, and they really don't want you to do much DIY on these Tesla cars. So besides the windshield wiper and the cabin filter, that's all they want you to do. I asked about doing brake flush, and they prefer that you don't do it, so they won't show it at the DIY workshop. So, I don't know that it's really worth spending any time coming out here to do that. So if you get an offer to go do the DIY and go to check out the demo of the new Model 3, but otherwise you can probably just watch a couple videos on YouTube and figure out how to do this stuff on your own. If you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and to the newsletter using the links below. We'll share more tool buying tips, classic car and classic motorcycle project finds, some motorsport news, and maybe a wrenching tip or two.